after rock by next April. Republicans vigorously opposed to that legislation.
Here's a headline today. U.S. newspaper owners are mad as hell. U.S. newspaper owners, their advertising revenue evaporating, their circulation declining, and the readership going online to get news for free are fighting mad. The enemy of the newspapers? Websites that use their stories without paying for them. So the chairman of the Associated Press, a cooperative of over 1,400 U.S. newspapers, said, "We are mad as hell and we're not going to take it anymore."
What's this? I don't understand what this guy is, what were they thinking? I mean...
Let's look at the complexities here. The questions. He says, Dean Singleton said at a meeting this week of the Newspaper Association of America in San Diego, "We can no longer stand by and watch others walk off without work under misguided legal theories." Singleton's battle cry came just a few days after News Corp chairman Rupert Murdoch launched a broadside against internet giant Google, whose Google News website is one of the most popular news aggregators on the internet. Murdoch asked, "Should we be allowing Google to steal all our copyrights?"
What's this? I don't understand what this guy is, what were they thinking? I mean...
So what's interesting, several points here. Ownership props up private identity, the chemical body's assertion of its limitations and its benefits. So that cultural concept is now panicking. But why didn't the newspapers say this 15 years ago? Why are they upset now? See, they thought, the newspaper owners and their staff thought, well, we'll add the internet as an adjunct to the New York Times and all that so people can have easy access. They thought they could fit the new technology into the definitions and parameters and laws of the older technology. We think we're adding new technologies when we invent new things to what we have. No, it evaporates. It annihilates what you have.
What's this? I don't understand what this guy is, what were they thinking? I mean...
Right? It gets rid of the context. But since cultures, especially less developed cultures, intuit this and want to bomb Americans for bringing in weapons of mass destruction, which is just television for the Iranians, say, or the Iraqis, they recognize intuitively, because they haven't had as many changes as we've had, and we've become used to annihilating ourselves every 10 years, so that we in the avant-garde of technological expansion have to recognize this situation on the ownership level, on the cultural level.
What's this? I don't understand what this guy is, what were they thinking? I mean...
They weren't thinking perceptually in the way I'm advocating, in the way McLuhan advocated. They were thinking they could attach the new body to the old body, and they didn't even see it as a body, and the old body would contain it. It would just be like a new bracelet, a new trinket. They didn't know that it would totally evaporate the relevance of newspapers and the relevance of the economy itself.
What's this? I don't understand what this guy is, what were they thinking? I mean...
So yes, it's because they have no money for the larger reasons that they're getting upset and saying, well, how can we get some money since there doesn't seem to be anybody around? So we better go back and get rid of the Internet's access to our work so that we can prop up the usefulness of newspapers. So that is probably not going to happen, or it could lead to lots of violence.
What's this? I don't understand what this guy is, what were they thinking? I mean...
But here's the thing. Robert Thompson, the managing editor of the Wall Street Journal, used even harsher language than his boss in describing the situation. Quote, "There's no doubt that certain websites are best described as parasites or tech tapeworms in the intestines of the Internet," he said in an interview with the newspaper The Australian. "It's certainly true that readers have been socialized, wrongly I believe, that much content should be free," he said. "And there's no doubt that it's in the interest of aggregators like Google who have profited from that mistaken perception." Now, this guy has no clue of the dimensions of this new technology. And yet we rely on them to judge what news is relevant to us, or that they know more than us and are informing us through the Wall Street Journal.
What's this? I don't understand what this guy is, what were they thinking? I mean...
This implicates their their naivety and their stupidity to the point that, well, you just killed your newspaper even more by having this press conference and saying these things. Because you're not even in tune to what's going on. It gives more power to our press conference. I mean, on the mass recognition level, we already have incredible power. So, but what's interesting is that this person knows that the mass mind of American built on private identity and private property will fall for this complaint.
What's this? I don't understand what this guy is. What were they thinking? I mean,
this is an interesting probe. They're bluffing. Murdoch and them are saying, let's see how much of the old meme of chemical body ownership is still there. Let's make this privately absurd proposition that we're going to charge Google for all that they use or sue them. It's going to be pretty hard to implement. It shows you how hard it is when new technology comes in for people to recognize what it implicates, what it means.
What's this? I don't understand what this guy is. What